in what felt like probably the most excruciatingly long game of the season. Just manhandled these Cowboys. And so Jerry comes on every week on 105.3 The Fan, and
Ooh.
he has his weekly radio show with the morning group, Shan RJ and Bobby. And so, you know, they normally talk about it like the day before of, hey, what are some of the questions we should ask Jerry? Da 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 da. Well, they started asking Jerry a lot of the questions about what do we do? Why, like, why? What are the odds of something like a mid-season coaching change? Like, hey, McCarthy's not cutting it. What are the odds? You know, what could he possibly get released? Jerry's adamant. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. The
What do I
last
look
time I
like
did
to you?
that,
Idiot? Do I look like an
yeah,
idiot to you?
the last time I did that, I let go Wade Phillips, and then he ended up taking the Broncos defense to the Super Bowl, and everybody was giving me grief about that. So I'm not going to be with a knee jerk reaction letting Mike go. Mike McCarthy is a lame duck coach, dog. He's got no time left after this year on this contract. Mike Zimmer has no time left on his contract.
Nope.
These guys need to realize, Jerry and Steven, I don't give a damn what happens this year. Y'all need to be looking at coaches for the future.
Yep.
And don't be looking at no old head ass 50, 60, 70-year-old coaches, dog.
Bill
Y'all need to
Belichick, is that
look
what you're
for,
trying to say?
do not go get Bill Belichick, bro. Do not do it. You need to look for
Everybody's saying that would be the perfect pick for the Cowboys' next head coach.
hell no, bro. It's a retread. Stop looking at retreads and old head coaches. Find you some of that young blood, bro. A guy that's innovative, that's creative, that's willing to open up a playbook. And, bro, all these teams, when we're on defense and you see quarterbacks throwing the rock, everybody's like 5 yards open. Bro, Dak leads the league in like tight window throws right now because nobody's open. We're not scheming our guys open. We can't do nothing to help this quarterback. We're just like, hey, we're paying you 60 millies, earn that 60 millies.
For real.
And it's like, bro, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. So, anyway, Jerry Jones gets on 105.3 The Fan, and they start asking him questions about, like, what's the difference between, what happened in, I think it was 17?
Yeah,
I can't remember what
2017.
that they
Yeah,
got rid
2017.
of
Yeah.
Wade.
Mm-hmm.
And they he's just like, we were 1-7 at that time. We're 3-3 right now. That 3-3 that we are right now is deceptive because we are by far one of the worst 3-3 teams I've ever seen in my life, dog. Like, we're mediocre, but it don't even feel like we deserve to be called mediocre.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jerry Jones is on his morning show, and all of a sudden, he starts getting grilled, and you hear this nonsense.
1970, a little different from this past off season in building the team we're talking about today, which there was a lot of criticism that you guys didn't add, didn't spend, and don't add and don't spend, and are not aggressive enough with some of the problems that are still haunting the Cowboys today that we see play out on the field. That's the point of talking about the off season.
I remember those criticisms very well. Okay, so what?
Are they playing out to be accurate?
What's your point? What's your point?
My point is, it seems like
Listen, let me tell you what I'll do. Let me tell you what I'll do about it. I will let us sit down and look at the decisions we've made over the last several years. Okay? I'll look at it. Now, if you think I'm interested on a damn phone call with you over a radio and sitting here and throwing all the good out with the dishwater, you have got to be smoking something over there this morning.
So, just right there, now Jerry's on the defensive.
Oh, real quick.
And they're asking him, like, hey, fans. And I don't know too many fans that haven't asked this or said this. Fans are saying, hey, we're not very aggressive in free agency. We don't spend money. We don't like to pay players. Stop me when I'm telling lies here, because everything feels like that's dead ass accurate.
Yeah.
Okay? And Jerry's like, well, you just want to disregard all the good things. All you're focused on is the negative. What about the good things, bro? You want a pat on the back from the damn 1995 Super Bowl?
Yeah.
You want a pat on the back because we're going 12-5 in the regular season?
Yep.
Stinking ass in the playoffs?
Yep.
That's what you want?
That's what he wants.
Bro, nah, hell no. Let's get back into this.
I'm not. And I really don't. And I don't even want our listeners to listen to me. To talk about, this is not your job. Your job isn't to let me go over all the reasons that I did something and I'm sorry that I did it. That's not your job.
The job of a Dallas market media member that covers the Dallas Cowboys is to inquire about what's the thought process behind what you do in the draft? What's the thought process behind what you do in free agency? Why can you not ask those questions?
And these are questions, again, you just finished mentioning. These are questions that the fans have been asking for years. These guys not only have their little script of questions that they want to ask, but they're taking.
Well, my job is to ask
Get
why.
a job, all right?
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, you're good, bro. So they're taking questions being sent in by fans, by other people to ask Jerry because they know that he's on this show. They know he's going to be there. They know he's going to hear this. So he's getting the feedback from basically the fans. Like, can you explain to me as a Cowboy fan, as a true diehard Cowboy fan, why the hell we're still doing the same thing that we were doing since 95 and we still can't make it back to the glory days of 95 and 92? It don't make no sense.
My question is, if we can't ask Jerry Jones, who the hell are we supposed to ask?
Yeah, because there's no general manager. I mean, we're looking at him.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're the owner. You're the GM. You cover everything from socks to jocks.
And from what last I heard, this responsibility falls on me. Any decisions fall on me. I'm the voice of the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, well then be the voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
The buck stops with me.
That's
how I heard it. No decisions
get
made without my approval.
That's how I heard it.
That's what Jerry Jones said. So we're like, hey, let's ask the guy who the buck stops with him. Let's ask him what's going on. It's not your job to ask me that. How do you figure that?
So again, back to your original question, who the hell are we supposed to ask then?
Who do we ask? Let's see what Shan RJ says.
I'll get somebody else to ask these questions, man.
So now you're asking me questions I don't want to answer. I'll find somebody else
to ask me the questions that I want to answer.
To ask me the questions that I want to answer, to give me these softballs, which again, I don't think anything inappropriate has been asked as of yet.
Nope.
There's been nothing asked that's like not something you would ask an owner of a team that makes all the decisions.
Yep.
If we had a GM, you'd be asking the GM.
Yep.
Will McClay, that's your as close to a GM as you're gonna get. Where's his weekly show? We'll ask Will McClay. But you want to be butthurt.
Jerry, we're trying to figure out why the team is.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You're not going to figure out what the team is doing right or wrong. If you are, or any 5 or 10 like you, you need to come to this meeting I'm going to today. There are 32 teams here. You're geniuses.
So now we're pouting and we're looking at this and we're like, this is my team. I'm going to take my ball and I'm going home. I'm not going to let you enjoy this. This is mine. You can't share with me. Like, bro, you want the revenue. You want the credit for good things. You want the spotlight. You want the notoriety of being America's team. You want all that. But you don't want to answer for why you're running a Mickey Mouse operation with a team that is the most lucrative sports team in North American history.
Yep. And that's one of the biggest things that I think we can all go back to is that it stems from that, right? All the success that we had back in the 90s and the glory days when what everybody likes to throw in our face that was the last time we went to a Super Bowl. You know, when you think back to those championship years, the one person that comes to mind, the person that made that possible was Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy was a reason why we have 3 Super Bowls. He was. And it goes back to Jerry going, I don't like the fact that my head coach is taking all the credit for this. Like he was the
head
one
coach is not taking the credit. The head coach was given the credit.
That's what I'm saying. Is like because he was given the credit and none of the credit was given to Jerry. Jerry was like, well, then the hell with this. I'm gonna do what I want to do with my
project, my boy. You funded that project that got us 3 Super Bowls.
What other owner do you know in the NFL talks as much to the media about the team
every week?
Every week. What other owner do you know?
As soon as the game is over.
What other owner do you know in the league that does that? None. There's no other owner out there seeking the attention, seeking the approval, seeking the credit. No, they let their GMs, their head coaches, their defensive coordinators handle all that. What do? They show up to the press box, watch the game, enjoy it, and then if they happen to win a Super Bowl, they're out there in front going, hey, we won another championship this year. Good job to our coaches. Good job to everybody else. And Jerry's like, no, look at me. Look at me. Pay attention to me. The reason why the Cowboys are so great is because of me, not because of anybody else. It's because of me. Come on, man.
Bro, they asked him about, trying to acquire talent in order to make this team better. Jerry's exact question, where are you going to find players? Where are you going to find players? Where the hell does every other team find players? Through trades, free agency. Free agency you use to get better.
We already missed out on Devontae Adams who went to the Jets.
You go in there. Yes, you go into free agency and what? You get guys that can plug in and start. Why? Because you know what type of talent they have. You know what they can and can't do. That's why you go get free agents, because that's a surefire thing. You know what you're getting with those guys.
Yep.
You draft for depth. You draft so that you're like, hey, we're going to let this guy develop slowly in our system, learn the ins and outs, and when the time comes, we'll plug him in. We're ass backwards.
But I'm pretty sure if Jerry hears all that, which makes complete sense. If Jerry hears all that, he's gonna be like, "What the hell do you know about football?
Yeah.
What do you know
Just
about
because
football?"
you have more money than me and can afford a football team doesn't mean you know more football than any of us. It doesn't. You didn't make your money
Sad but
playing
true.
football. You made your money with oil.
Yep. And
You're
you
a
were lucky enough,
businessman.
to take advantage of a team when they were at their lowest,
Buy low, sell high.
and that's what you did. The only problem is that you're not willing to let the cash cow go. You're not willing to
Hell
do that.
no.
Why? Because it generates
It prints money,
it
bro.
it generates
It
all the
prints
time,
money.
no matter what. No matter what.
Riding around in his and hers helicopters.
Yeah, no shit.
Got a damn 100-foot yacht, bro.
Why would you give that up?
What? Got a private jet. Gets to do whatever you want, bro. Like, nah. But that doesn't mean just because you own the team that you know football.
No.
We're so backwards. We're like, we're gonna draft so that we can start them right away. We're gonna make them start, and then we're gonna use free agency for depth, which means we're gonna bargain bin basement shop for the cheapest can of tomato soup that got 38 dents in it. We're gonna be like, that's the one we're gonna get. It's sufficient enough. We can make it work with that. Come on, man. Come on, man. It doesn't work like that.
Jerry,
Okay. Y'all really think you're going to sit here with a microphone and tell me all of the things that I've done wrong and without going over the rights?
Well,
they're not telling him all the wrongs he's done. They're asking him, hey, what's going on? Why did we not make no moves? And you take it, you get ass hurt.
Yeah, you take it left field.
Now, listen, we both know we're talking to a lot of great fans and a lot of great listeners. And I am very sorry for what happened out there Sunday. I'm sick about what happened Sunday. Now, I'm not talking.
And you say you are, but can I tell?
1970, a little.
No, that's it. That was the end of that clip.
And you say stuff like that, like, you know, and I'm really sorry, and I feel sick that we had that kind of performance. But at the same time, it's like, what have you done to show us that you feel that way? Nothing. You haven't made any moves. You're talking, we talk about free agency, you're like, what players are out there? Bro, excuse me, we lost an opportunity to pick up Devontae Adams that went to the Jets.
For a conditional third round pick.
We lost the opportunity to go get Amari Cooper back, who went to the Bills. It's like there are plenty of players out there that we could pick up potentially.
We lost out on Derrick Henry in the offseason.
In the offseason. So it's like
Aaron Jones. We lost out on Aaron Jones.
That's going back to the same mentality of we create great players here in Dallas. We take players, we draft players, we make them great, and they go somewhere else and produce. Why the hell do we continue to do that? Why? I thought the point of all this was to win a fucking Super Bowl.
This is homegrown talent.
I'm still riding on these last 3 Super Bowls that we won. I'm still riding on that. And that's why I continue to still be a diehard fucking Cowboy fan. So, yes, every year that we get asked, are we going to the Super Bowl? Yes. I'm one of them motherfuckers that say, yes, we're going to the Super Bowl this year. We're going. Do I know that we're going to the Super Bowl this year? Man, no. I can't really say without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, like I would say in previous years, yes, we're still going to the Super Bowl. We're 3-3 going into the bye. Like you said, it's not even a pretty 3-3. You know, some of the wins that we have are deceptive wins, even though the Baltimore game was a whole lot closer than what everybody says it was. It was 25-28 or whatever the score was, the final score was. It was closer, but again,
ain't indicative of what happened.
That's what everybody says. It's not indicative of what happened. And you're right. A lot of that came from courtesy of field goals, courtesy off of the leg of Brandon Aubrey. And if we're just going to count on that to score
Courtesy of the
points,
Ravens taking their foot off the gas.
and if we're going to hang our hat on that to win us or to get us to a championship game, I'm sorry to tell you this, Cowboy fans, because I'm a diehard Cowboy fan, but it ain't happening. I'm sorry. We ain't going to get there off of Brandon Aubrey's foot. We're not. We're just not going to make it.
You don't got the defense to just be kicking field goals.
You don't have an offensive line to do anything else but get us too close to sniff the red zone in order for us to kick a field goal. That's all we got.
We're like, if we could just get to the 45 of the other side of the 45,
yeah, we're good.
We're automatic at that point.
Makes no sense, man.
But what do we know, right? We're just dumb idiot Cowboys fans that think they're geniuses.
We don't know anything about fucking football. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
I only played it for half my damn life. So, I mean, what the fuck do I know about football? Anyway.
Grab assing and whatnot. But, man, this team continues to be overly dramatic. It's a soap opera football team that the only relevance we get is being talked about for all the stupidity that goes on with this team, all the drama. There's never the Cowboys are crushing it. The Cowboys look like legitimate contenders. And then when we do stumble upon a season like that, we piss it away as soon as we can because we don't know how to play under the bright light. So I'm telling you, as a fan that's been devoted to this team for almost all my life, this is the most disinterested I've ever been in this product. This is the most checked out I've ever been. I don't necessarily find it must-see TV every week. And I'm starting to get to the point now where if I miss the game, I don't give a damn.
Damn.
Because there's nothing. Well, what are we going to do? Beat up on bad teams like we do every year? And then when a good team comes to town, we get smacked around.
T did say that best. We beat up on bad teams and we end up losing. And it was mentioned today on several other, big name shows like First Take and whatnot. We beat up on the bad teams and then we play a team that's over 500 and we end up losing. And I'll be
down our legs, bro.
And I'll be the first to say that T was the one that did say that to begin with to open up the season. So I mean, it's something, especially for a diehard Cowboy fan. It's a hard pill to swallow. I hate to see it. I hate to hear it. I don't want to believe it. I want to still believe in my boys, and I still believe in my boys. And I'm not that far gone yet to where I'm not going to tune in when I watch a game, because whenever the Cowboys are playing, I want to tune in to watch the game. I still support them 100%. No matter what, I'll watch the entire game from start to finish. But man, it's just they're making it harder and harder and harder every year to be there and be like, I still have this team's back. That they just make it that much harder. It makes it that much difficult. But at the end of the day, Dallas Cowboys for life. That's never going to change. And we'll see what happens, man. I can't. I'm glad that we're winning at least this week for damn sure. Yeah. Coming up, we're winning for
God sure. We're in the bye week, because if not, boy, we'd be fumbling, bumbling, stumbling through another week.
Oh Lord,
nonsensical football, man. But
so Cowboys, get your shit together, please. Get your shit together. God damn it!
God dang,
stop!
Bro.
Stop! Oh my God! Stop with the bullshit and get your shit together. All right?
Just please.
You have the personnel. Get your fucking shit together. All right? That's it. That's it for me, man.
Well said, brother. Well said. With that being said, we want to thank everybody for joining us on this episode of the Burner Account. We do want to thank everybody for continuing to like, comment, subscribe. We will catch you in the next one. Peace.
Peace.